All right, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a great start to their weeks. I am about to go see my brother-in-law again at his rehab hospital. I'm going to stop off at Chick-fil-A to get him something to eat, take with me. I've got some clean laundry for him, probably take some dirties with me. But yeah, just thought since I had to go, not had to, but since I was going to go see my brother-in-law, I would go ahead and video the drive. So we are going to the Woodlands again, and let's just see how Tesla FSD does. Let's go. And off we go. Got a school bus coming up there. Come to the stop sign, complete and total stop, make a right turn, very good. School just let out a little while ago, so we probably won't have any schools, active school zones to see how FSD is doing, but we will have some congestion from school getting out, as well as the early part of the Monday afternoon, evening rush hour. It is about 3:45 in the afternoon. Like I said, it's Monday, so we'll get a little congestion, but those are sometimes the best opportunities to see how Tesla FSD is doing. So I know I mentioned it on previous videos, but I always like to go ahead and reiterate, just in case this is the first time somebody's watching one of my Tesla full self-driving videos. I am on Tesla full self-driving Supervised. The software is currently in the supervised mode, which means that when Tesla full self-driving is activated and in operation, the driver does need to be in the driver's seat, needs to be actively monitoring. And the way that active monitoring is monitored, the way the supervisor is monitored, is with the in-cabin camera that I am looking at directly as we speak, that has a constant eye on me. And so it's looking for my vision and making sure that I am looking out the front windshield, or if I do look to the sides every once in a while to look for traffic coming to the left and the right, that it's only for a second or two. It does allow me to wear sunglasses, as you can see, and that's a good thing, because at this time of the day, we're getting close to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, as we all know, with especially where we're at in the whole daylight savings time spectrum. Oh, we got a green light. Oh, that car in front of us, that Volkswagen. Oh, we got a pedestrian. We're gonna wait on the young man. Great job, Tesla FSD. Let that young man, let that young student get across so he can move on to bigger and better as he's studying and expanding his horizons. And so we just expanded his horizons about 5 seconds ago by seeing him and waiting on him to cross the street. So that's good to go. So there you see, there's the first example of some of the safety features of Tesla full self-driving right there. That, yeah, quite frankly, obviously, hopefully humans can see that as well. But, you know, especially this time of day, folks are just so impatient during rush hour, and they may not be looking to their left and right with their 2 eyeballs. Fortunately, Tesla FSD has 8 eyeballs in the front, side, and back. So that's a great feature right there. So yeah, the in-cabin camera that I'm looking at right now monitors me to make sure that I'm being a good supervisor. And it does allow me to have sunglasses on. There was a point in time when Tesla full self-driving first went hands-free. And for those of you that are new to Tesla full self-driving, it has not always been hands-free. Up until about 2 months ago, the full self-driving software nagged you pretty routinely. And what I mean by nagged is it would alert you to touch the steering wheel every minute or two to make sure. That was one of the ways. So it had the in-cabin camera at the time as well, but it had an additional feature of where it would force you to touch the steering wheel and tug on it every 60 to 120 seconds. And about 2 months ago, just like that. And yeah, sometimes that can have, we're going into some pretty heavy road construction right here, and we had some landscaping crews to the right. So sometimes that can happen. But as well, when I do have the sunglasses on, sometimes it will still nag you every once in a while. But like I've said in previous videos, that's because the in-cabin cameras are pretty much dialed up to 11 right now, since it has been pretty recent that we've gone to hands-free. So I completely understand that. But I do feel that as long as we're going directly into the sun, which we are right now, that it's actually safer for me to wear the sunglasses so that I can better supervise and just put up with the occasional nag that will come through. But to compare and contrast, the nags would come every 60 to 120 seconds, every minute or two. And that nag we just got was due to heavy road construction and an individual that's a landscaper right on the side of the road. So I just wanted to make absolutely sure. And again, we're 8 minutes into the drive right now, and that was it. So there are people that can get, that will literally go an entire drive and never get nagged on hands-free. Likely those are going to be, and I've had those scenarios as well. What I would say is those happen under 2 occasions for me: on a very overcast day where I don't need to wear sunglasses, or at night. So ironically, I never get the nag at night, because obviously you don't have to wear sunglasses. And then on overcast days, I can go an hour-long drive without ever having to touch the steering wheel. But on really, really sunny days like today, where I do need my sunglasses at least for good portions of the drive, I'll get a small handful. But in an hour-long drive, that is an extremely small price to pay for having the in-cabin cameras dialed up to 11 right now. So yeah, that's where we're at with, that's kind of a backdrop on Tesla full self-driving. That is where the current iteration of the software resides, is we are still in the supervised mode. You still need to have a driver in the driver's seat, fully attentive and robustly supervising. Eventually, where we will get to, and I'm not saying this is tomorrow or next week or next month, or who knows even, when this is going to happen, but eventually the software will get to the point where it can be unsupervised. And I don't know all the details on, take care of that right there. I don't know all the details of what, the sun's coming right at me right now. Yeah. I may take these sunglasses off here in a second. If hopefully, well, we're going to give her some space. Yes, we are. Go ahead. There you go. But you got to act quick, young lady. There you go. So we have some pretty heavy road construction to the right. We got the sunlight coming directly into the front and side windshield. We've got cars coming in and out of the North Park Drive here. And so it's dealing with a lot. And so, yeah, it threw a nag up at me right there. All right. We're getting over to the right because we are going to turn right here into the feeder for 59 East Tex Freeway. That sun's coming right in here. Yeah, I even changed up my sunglasses a bit. I have a couple of pair. And again, these are real cheapos. I'm not, these are your $14.99 specials. So nothing here but just a, lens with a little bit of coating on it. But, yeah, I've got a couple of different sets of sunglasses, and so I thought I might try out, like, these are the clearer ones, just the straight up black ones, and I thought maybe these might do better with the in-cabin camera versus the other ones that I've been wearing, which are a little bit reflective. And so that's one of the things I wanted to do on this drive too, is just see if there was any difference. And so far, no. There's no. In fact, it seems like this one. There we go. Now we don't have. We still got the sun out, but it's not coming directly into the windshield. Got a car getting over in front of us. We yielded to them, let them get ahead. Great job. Get over to the left because we are going to get up on 59 East Tex Freeway and go northbound for a couple of miles. Now we still got pretty harsh sunlight, but at least it's coming at our side now and not directly into the front windshield. So let's see if that makes it a little bit of difference. If not, I may go ahead and just take the sunglasses off for a little bit since it's not directly in the windshield, but we'll wait and see. All right, we're about to merge onto 59 East Tex Freeway. Do a little dance with the HRV in front of us. Do a great job. Get in there. We'll be here for about 2.5 miles, and then we will get off and get on Highway 99, go west on Highway 99, and from there I'm not exactly sure where it's going to take us. So that's the next part of Tesla FSD that I'll go ahead and provide details for everybody on. And again, for all of my repeat customers, first of all, love y'all to death. Everybody that watches and comments, I love all the comments, the good vibes, the recommendations, the requests, all of it. Even the ones that comment and say, I freaking hate it. I love you too. Because you know what? At the end of the day, you're commenting. And even the folks that don't really like the software are just really don't believe in it and don't believe this is the solution to curing our woes. I hear you. I mean, we got to have everybody talking to everybody. So I invite you as well. Continue to comment. All right, we're getting back over to the right because we need to get off here in about a mile. I'm gonna try without my sunglasses here for just a little bit, since we're not going, since it's coming to my side. Let me see if that makes any. Yeah, because I got nagged there about 3 times in 16 minutes. And granted, I had the sun coming directly into the front windshield, and there was a lot of road construction, but that still seems like quite a lot. So let me just see if it was the sunglasses. I may go back to my reflective ones, because those straight up dark black, it seemed like it might have been giving it more fits. We'll just see. We'll do it without the sunglasses until I need the sunglasses. In fact, let me get the other ones ready just in case. We'll do a compare and contrast, because I think we are going to be going directly into the sunlight again here pretty soon. So yeah, Tesla FSD attributes that I'm on, and like I said before, yeah, sorry, I know I keep jumping in and out here, but it's this, the sun also keeps jumping in and out. So let's try these bad boys again. Just see, yeah, whew, that sun. Let's just see. Yeah, notice that I didn't have the sunglasses on and no nags. Let's just see how this one does. So my Tesla full self-driving attributes that I'm on, and again, like I was saying to my longtime followers and listeners and subscribers, apologies, because I know you hear this all the time, but I should do it for the sake of anybody seeing one of my videos for the first time. I am on version 12.5.4.2. I am on the next to latest version. So I am not on the actual latest version of the software that's out there. There is currently a update out there called 12.5.6.3, but I haven't gotten that one yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully here in the next couple of days, we'll be happy to try that one out. But in fairness, I've only had this version for about a week now. In fact, a little bit less than a week. I think about 5 or 6 days. So, yeah, so that's where I'm at in this FSD software journey. As far as the attributes of the software that I'm able to select, I've got it turned up to 11, if you will. I've got it on assertive. So there is assertive at the highest end, chill at the lowest end. And I forget the term for, I say normal, but I think there's a different term for it. But again, it doesn't mean the car drives more assertively on that mode. It just means it will take more opportunities. It will go for smaller gaps. So whereas if you have it in the chill mode, it may take, 8, 9, or 10 car lengths in between two vehicles to take your opportunity. On assertive, it may do it in 3 or 4 car lengths, or maybe more, 3 to 5. And then further, there is a toggle setting that you can use in FSD called minimal lane changes. I do not have that selected. And further, I am also using automated set speed offset, which means I allow the software to choose the speed that we go at. It acknowledges the speed limit signs, feeds that into the software, and then it selects the speed that we go at. So I've got that set. And then on Tesla navigation, I've got it set to 1 minute, which is the lowest available setting you can put on navigation. And what I mean by 1 minute is that, oh, good job, avoided that pothole again. But it gave me a nag right after it got around that pothole. That's fine. Stay away from the pothole and give me a nag. I'm good. I'll take that. Now we got the sun coming right into our side window now. So what that means with 1 minute on Tesla navigation, oh, by the way, we're going 59 and a 55 right now, so I really like that. So the automatic set speed offset is selecting a very good speed, a very normal speed for this road, about 59 or 60 in a 55. Got a truck pulling out in front of us. We do not overreact to that. Great job. So I've got it set at 1 minute, which means that it will reroute me if it finds another path based on its up-to-date knowledge of traffic, its traffic data. If it finds a path that is 61 seconds faster or more, it'll reroute me. So there are certain drives I do at certain times of the day where it might reroute me 5, 6, or 7 times. And then there's other drives I do at night that it'll never have to reroute. But I like to set it because I've got the software turned up to 11 for what you can do with the current iteration of Tesla full self-driving supervised. I like to use all the bells and whistles, especially when I'm doing these videos, so that we can see what it's got. So that's what I do. One of the things that I also do when I'm doing these videos is there may be certain situations where FSD is really taking its time to absorb data and figure out how to react to something. And if there are no cars behind me, or if we're not in a situation where I'm not going to be uncomfortable, or I'm not going to make anybody else uncomfortable from a courtesy standpoint, I will allow the software to kind of work through that just to see. So there are cases where it kind of is just sitting there when a normal human might move immediately, and I'll give it 5 to 10 seconds just to see if the software is working through. Because what I want to see is, number one, is it acknowledging that? Is it trying to do the right thing? And is the issue that it's just taking more time than it should? Because I think that's a good data point to have. So I will do that during these videos. Whereas if I don't have the camera turned on, most of the time, if it doesn't move within a second or two, I'll go ahead and just tap the accelerator for a quick second and just move on. But when I'm doing these videos, I like to give the software the opportunity. Now, that being said, if I've got cars directly behind me, nah, I am not going to belabor and back cars up behind me just to give the software a chance to figure out what it wants to do. So, just wanted to give y'all a heads up on that as well. If you see me sitting there for about 4 or 5 seconds talking to my Tesla, like, all right now, what are we gonna do? We can go. We can go. I do give it, if there's nobody behind me, I'll give it a little bit of time. But if there's somebody behind me, nah. Now, on automated set speed offset, there will be times where the vehicle will go below the speed limit. Just like right now, we are going, where we're at right now, we are going 52 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. And as you can see, the cars to my left are probably going about 60 in a 55, which is perfectly fine here in Texas, in this part of Texas. 60 in a 55 is normal. And so we're going 53 in a 55, they're going about 60 in a 55. But as long as we are on a 2-lane road, or I should say 4-lane, 2 lanes on our side, as long as we've got 2 lanes of traffic going our way, and we're going at a reasonable, well, right now we're actually going the speed limit, so obviously that's reasonable. I won't interfere with it because there's really nothing I can do. You know, there's really not a lot. Once you have it set to automatic set speed offset, there's not much else you can do other than tap the accelerator and try to speed it up. But what I've noticed is even if you do that, it's generally speaking going to just slow back down to the speed you were going. So this is the speed that FSD is comfortable selecting for you on this road. And like I said, right now, we are going 55 and a 55. So it is, I'm really hard pressed to sit here and go that that's not a good thing. Now we've got some work vehicles to our right, so we do slow down a bit. Now we're going about 52 and a 55. Be interesting to see if we start speeding up here again. Yeah, speeding up just a little bit. And quite frankly, it's not like we're going that much slower than the traffic around us. There's nobody behind us, and the traffic to our left is basically, we're staying in earshot of them. We got about another 1.5 miles, and we're going to take a left at Highway 242. So yeah, I think I went through all of the FSD attributes that I'm on. I don't think I missed anything there. The Tesla I'm in, I am in a 2024 Tesla Model 3 long range all-wheel drive. Just an absolute amazing beast of a car. This is my second Tesla. So my first Tesla was a 2023 Model S Plaid, which I loved. That was a great car too. And yep, this is my second one. And I went with a lot of people ask me, like, why did you go with the Model 3 for your second Tesla? And quite honestly, I might not have until they did the refresh. And so again, this is coming from somebody that I was in a Model S Plaid for 2 years, and then I test drove the refreshed Highland Model 3, whatever you want to call it, but the newer Model 3, and it was clear to me that this thing is essentially a baby Model S now. And so for those of y'all interested, I don't know what thoughts y'all had. I had some comments from folks about Model 3s, and I'm like, that individual has surely not been in a Model 3 lately, in a new one. Because I can tell you, and I'm probably one of the best folks, if not the best, to tell you, this thing's a baby S. And this is coming from somebody that I had the ultimate in the Tesla experience. I drove a Model S Plaid with everything for 2 years. And don't get me wrong, I loved that car. But yeah, I just, when it came time to get another one, I was like, let me try this out. And yeah, it's like a baby S. It's obviously nowhere near as big. Doesn't have as big of a battery pack. Doesn't have as much horsepower. Not as wide, not as long. But man, it is just a banger of a vehicle for its size. Just awesome. I could not recommend more. There's no way I could recommend it any more than I'm doing it. The Tesla Model S, well, definitely the Tesla Model S, always, right? But that's obviously a premium vehicle. But the Tesla Model 3, the 2024 version and beyond, and I don't know, maybe they're making 2025s now. I mean, it is November, but man, it is just, I love it. I absolutely love it. I am so happy with my selection. And I'm gonna let you in on another little secret too. I've used FSD quite a lot. And so I used it a lot on my Model S Plaid, and I've had this Model 3 now for a couple of months, and I've used it extensively, like 99% plus of my miles. And I will say, FSD just seems to be a little bit more nimble in the Model 3 than the Model S. And that's, let's just be blunt, you know, the Model S is a big luxury vehicle, premium vehicle. I mean, it's wide and long. And so the Model 3 is just a little bit more narrow, a little less long. I will tell you this though, inside the cabin, and I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'2". I'm about 210 pounds. Thank you very much. I've been intermittent fasting, so I'm down to 210 now, baby. But I got to keep going. I want to get back below 200 pounds. Been a long time since I've been below 200 pounds, but I want to get there from a longevity standpoint. But anyway, yeah, I am, that going directly into the sun. So we are going directly into the sunlight right now. And I mean, it is about as direct as it can be. It's straight ahead, and like, because it's about close to 4:30, 4:15, 4:30, it's coming right, like, bam, right there. So that's all right. That is absolutely all right, but I'm definitely wearing right now. Oh, whew, Lord, here it comes. Go ahead and nag me, I don't care. I ain't taking these things off. All right. Got a little bit of reprieve there. Got a car turning in. We do not overreact. Very good job. We're going to be on 242 for about another mile. We've got about 2 minutes till we hit Chick-fil-A. I don't know if maybe I forgot to mention that. So I know I mentioned we're going to go see my brother-in-law at his rehab hospital in the Woodlands. But we're gonna make a quick detour, a side detour at the Chick-fil-A to grab him some food and take that to him. So we're going to stop at the Chick-fil-A first, and we're about a half a mile from the Chick-fil-A. All right, moving through the traffic light here. Got a school zone light going for 35. I doubt we're going to test the software on that because we got so many cars in front of us that we're just going to go along with whatever they're doing. So yeah, we're going below 35 miles an hour, but we've got cars in front of us, so this really isn't a good test of whether that is abiding by the school zone or not. All right, I'm gonna probably turn right into the shopping center parking lot here in a second. Yeah, in fact, I think it's maybe just 100 or so feet ahead of us, but we got some congestion here, so we gotta wait for that first. Got some folks over here washing their car. Beautiful day to do it. Yeah, it's 81 degrees here in the greater Houston metropolitan area. Partly cloudy, but I would say little to partly cloudy. Not a whole lot of them, as you can tell from this drive with the sun coming beaming right at me. All right, we should be turning right here. There we go. And then we ought to take an immediate left, and we do. I do not see a oh, now I see the Chick-fil-A. Okay, I see it now. All right, we're gonna go through this shopping center parking lot for a little bit. We'll see how we do here. We could have slowed down for that speed bump a little bit better. I don't even know if we slowed down at all. Now, granted, we're not going very fast anyway. Now we did slow down for that cross section there, and there's the Chick-fil-A. Let's see what it decides to do at the Chick-fil-A. Oh, nope, that's the wrong way through the drive-through. So we're gonna park up here. So that was a great drive. Really, the only snafu is it was trying to park us at the Chick-fil-A, and it turned in a little too early because that was the drive-through area. So if it had waited about 10 feet, it'd have been perfect right into a parking spot. But no. So as far as parking lot to parking lot, 0 interventions, no critical interventions, no non-critical interventions, no comfort interventions, if you will. So it got us parking lot to parking lot. As far as once we got into the Chick-fil-A parking lot, yeah, it did not select a parking spot very well. Still working on that. But again, we're not at feature complete yet. So still working on that. I would say this version has definitely gotten better at picking out parking spots. Like previous versions, I would say was maybe once or twice every 10 times, about 10 to 20% of the time, it would pick a good parking spot for you once it got in the parking lot. I would say now I'm up to maybe 50 to 60% on this version where it picks a good parking spot. Obviously, if we're at 60%, this one was the 40. So that was not a good selection. But again, where we're at with this version, the expectations is can it get you parking lot to parking lot? We're not at parking spots yet, unfortunately. But that will come. That is going to come. So anyway, yeah, let me shut it down here for a second. I'm going to go get some Chick-fil-A for my brother-in-law. Heck, I may even get some for myself. and then we will start it back up, head on over to his rehab hospital. All right, everybody. Thanks. See you in a little bit. Bye. All right, everybody. Got the Chick-fil-A. So now it's time to head on to my brother-in-law's rehab hospital. Let's go. And we're easing out of the Chick-fil-A parking lot here, gingerly. All right. Take a left right here. We come to a stop. Now we need to go left, but that lane, as you can see, is pretty backed up. So we may have to wait a little bit. We'll see. But I mean, there's nothing else we can do. Yeah, and that light has not changed, and we'll just see. Now we got oncoming vehicles. Yeah, it's just a tough time of the day going in and out of parking lot. Now we got some congestion right here at this spot, but again, it wouldn't really matter because they're not moving. Yeah, it's just tough right now. Wow. Okay, now they've got a green light, so they should start moving up. Let's see how we do. We're moving up. All right, no traffic coming the other way. Great job. Oh, we got a truck. We got to stop for them. Great job, Tesla FSD. Excellent. And I'm telling you what, that sunlight was coming so much, like directly into my face. I barely saw that junk truck. Wow. You know what? You can nag me all the hell you want. When you do stuff like that, that's just beautiful. That was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. Yeah, because that was, I had my head on a swivel as much as I could, but quite honestly, I really had to focus on looking to my left for oncoming traffic. And if you don't have your head on an immediate swivel, you would not have seen that junk truck literally just coming out of nowhere right into the front windshield. And Tesla FSD saw it. Yeah, that was great. There you go. I think that was the second really great example of the safety features of Tesla full self-driving. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I'll be open and transparent. Obviously, I'm a Tesla bull. I love Tesla through and through. If there are levels to being a bull in Tesla, if there's a 0 to 10 scale, I know I've overused the 11, but I am an 11. Or maybe 11 and a half. I'm a hyper bull. I love this company. I love their mission. I love the technology, especially full self-driving. So, yeah, I am not a disinterested party trying out FSD. Let me be open and transparent about that. I am not a disinterested third party. I am somebody that absolutely loves this company, loves their mission statement, loves what they're doing for the world, both through sustainability and autonomy. But I also videotape at 1x speed everything I do in it so that you can see it. And I give it all to you. And now I'm doing it from 2 different cameras. I've got the front windshield camera. Ooh, Ooh, Lord, that sun is coming right at us right now. It is coming at us, baby. But that's okay. I ain't gonna look away. I'm a man. No, I'm just kidding. That was probably not the best joke. Well, I am a man, but anyway, God, why I didn't go there? Stupid. All right, anyway, we are on, let's see, we're on 45. We got on 45 for a little bit, but we're not going to be on here for very long. We're going to get off in about a quarter mile. In fact, I think we're going to get off on this exit. So we're not even going to get out of the exit lane. Let's see, we got, there you go. You can get on over. Tesla FSD is always going to be courteous. Not for a long time. I mean, you're going to have to take your opportunity, but it will be courteous. Yeah, so this is not going to come as a surprise for anybody that's been watching my videos, but for anybody this is the first time watching, no, I am not a disinterested third party just trying out the software for the first time. I am a true blue believer in Tesla, its mission, sustainability, autonomy, and especially full self-driving. But again, the way that I believe that I buffer the fact that I am not a disinterested party and that I can provide you objective, even though I am a very subjective person about Tesla, I can provide you objective feedback just based on pure, raw, 1x normal speed video coming out of 2 different GoPros. Yeah, so that's why I do these. And so you get to see it all, the good and the bad. Where we're at on this journey, where we're going, where we want to be, all of that. All right, looks like we got about another quarter mile before we get to my brother-in-law's hospital, but that may be a long quarter mile because as you can see, the feeder road is pretty doggone full right now. But that's normal. It is almost 4:45 in the afternoon on Monday. So we got that Monday evening rush hour in full swing right now. Eventually we're going to have to start moving over to the right. I have not seen any semblance of the software starting to try to make that move yet, but I'm presuming it will here soon. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Got our right blinker on. But now we're going to need to... well, you did it really smoothly. I thought we were going to have to battle with some traffic there, but we didn't. You know, every time I second guess this software, it just slaps me in the face. It says, shut up, sit there and look pretty. All right, we are now in the parking lot of my brother's hospital. So let's see how, ooh, man, yeah, that could have gone a little slower over that speed bump, but let's just see how we do here in the parking lot. So we'll just give it a shot. Right, we're turning right here. Is it going to try to take us to, well, nope, it's going to end right here. Well, there you go.